A capacity 30,000 crowd in the Genbr Stadium. A tremendous atmosphere in one of the games that's certainly going to be of major significance in this group. Let's run through for you the two teams, and there are one or two surprises in the Romanian side. They're still without PSV Eindhoven midfielder George Popescu, who also missed the trip to Belgium, where Romania played well but lost 1-0. In for his second cap, wearing number 11, is Ili Dumitrescu. It looks like Lakatush will play up front with Oviada Hanganu from Dynamo Bucharest, and Hadji will be looking to increase his scoring rate, which is phenomenal. He's already scored 19 goals. Here's the Czechoslovakia side, and they've had problems as well. Milan Makala without prolific goal scorer Peter Dobrovolsky and sweeper Josef Kovanec, as well as Michal Bilek. As the anthems play and the 30,000 crowd await what promises to be an informative and hopefully exciting Group 4 contest. In the stadium, drowning out the music played by the bands of the two anthems. Now being played here in this Genbr Stadium. In Bucharest, but 30,000 now looking forward to the start of this Group 4 contest. Romania lying in second place in the group, with Czechoslovakia in fourth. A victory for either side would be decisive. A draw would surely only help the chances of Belgium and Wales. Referee Joe Worrell from Warrington in Great Britain. Join us very shortly for the whole 90 minutes. Romania against Czechoslovakia in the World Cup Group 4.
Braking at 4,400 bends. Accelerating along 4,400 straights. 18,000 gear changes. It's not surprising the Peugeot 905 has to make a pit stop every hour to change drivers. The Peugeot 905. The lion goes from strength to strength.
Eurofun. The finest waves in the world, the greatest windsurfers on the fun boards. From Hawaii to La Torche in France via Tarifa and some of the most idyllic corners of the globe. The rendezvous with windsurfing here on Eurosport.
Eurofun is brought to you by Blaupunkt. Eurofun, Monday 9 p.m. here on Eurosport.
Czechoslovakia then to get us underway, playing from right to left in this first 45 minutes. A capacity all-ticket 30,000 crowd. And Czechoslovakia in the red shirts and the white shorts, playing from right to left. And they'll know that this is a very important game for them. 2 World Cup ties so far, having lost to Belgium in Prague rather surprisingly. They followed that up with an expected win by 4-0 against the Faroe Islands. Romania in their familiar yellow shirts, who were attacking the goal to the right in the first half, had comprehensive May victories against the Faroe Islands 7-0 and then Wales 5-1 before going down last month to Belgium, who entertained Wales in Brussels on Wednesday. Number 7 is Lakatouche. He's going to be a very significant player in this game. First free kick, a foul on Dumitrescu and on Hadji. There's Hadji wearing 10, winning his 74th cap this evening. And certainly Petr Kuba, the Sparta Prague goalkeeper, will have to watch him from these free kicks. Kuba, the 23-year-old, winning his 8th cap. Hadji could well be the instigator from all the set pieces. Here he is, and he runs it on. And Kuba has to be alert. But Georges Hadji, who scored twice against Wales, playing now for Brescia, having gone from Real Madrid. Clever free kick to avoid the wall. And already Czechoslovakia are warned of his presence. Number 5, Lupescu. Skuravi. Romania have made a fast start here. This is Lakatouche. The challenge was a good one. Skuravi. Oh, that's a fine ball. Lupescu. Sabau. This is Dumitrescu. And the Romanians playing at 100 miles an hour to get us started. And Joe Worrell, the referee, is certain to be kept busy tonight, you feel. Immediately making his point known to Hadji. It's Radoslav Latal from Sigma Olomouc, the player down. He'll be looking forward to a big game in Europe. Sigma Olomouc will play Juventus in the next round of the UEFA Cup. Free kick taken by Glonek. Headed on by Skuravi. And there's the shot coming in from Horst Sigal. It's for Sparta Prague. 23-year-old, winning his 4th cap. Scored 13 times last season for Sparta Prague, and he's going to be a significant player for Czechoslovakia in this match this evening. 4 minutes gone then in the Zembia Stadium in Bucharest, and so far it's been fast and furious. Hagi with the best chance, not surprisingly, for Romania, but with no goals. Petrescu's throw in, across the back, Mihaly, Lupescu. This is Sabau. Hagi calling for it, but not going to get on the end of that, although he'll be involved in the move now. Mihaly. He's found Hagi again. I think that you'll find that the majority of the Romanian play will come through number 10, Hagi. Here he is again. He's got a bit of space this time. Lovely ball from Hagi. He was looking for Lupescu, who was a big danger. 5 minutes gone, and this is Nemec for Czechoslovakia. Sukoparak. And a fine run here by Beladeci. This is Lakatos. Oh, it's a great cross. And Kuba is now prostrate on the ground. It really was a lovely cross, this, from Marius Lakatos. And the bravery of Kuba. Romania have started very dangerously. And Joe Worrell overseeing proceedings here. As Vidar Hanganu from Dynamo Bucharest, in his second season. Just checking that Kuba will be able to continue. Hagi, as his wont, he'll always be involved. And the foul has gone against the Romanian centre-forward, and Czechoslovakia have a free kick. So the corner averted, not a good one. This is Sabau, playing now for Brescia, formerly with Feyenoord in Holland. Mihaly. Sabau. Petrescu. Sabau again, Petrescu. This is Petrescu, good run from him. Overran it, the second touch. Dan Petrescu now in Serie A with Foggia. Didn't play in the World Cup finals in Italy, was injured at the time, and it was a decisive little run. 7 minutes gone then in Bucharest. We await the first goal. Skuravi's header and a mistake there from Mihaly. Czechoslovakia will be anxious to try and get some form of result here as Hapal comes forward and Mihaly with the clearance. This is Nemec in a bit of space as well. Jiří Nemec from Sparta Prague puts a good cross in, but it was well read. Nemec again, and this one safely gathered by Bogdan Stelea. Solo on the number 2 to Silvia Lung, left Dynamo Bucharest in the Christmas of 1991. This is Hagi, and that's a free kick. A foul from Seagal. Petrescu. He's made a very lively start for Romania. A free kick to Czechoslovakia, a foul by Lakatos. Moravcik wins the free kick. Scored 5 times for Czechoslovakia, and also 5 times for Saint Etienne. Here he is again, Moravcik. And number 10, Thomas Skuravi. Seems to have taken a slight knock, which would surely be of concern to the Czech bench, but he's okay. Petrescu and Hadji with him, and here is Hadji, and the header by Sukoparak. Still goalless here, 9 minutes gone. Sabal, lovely touch, and looking for Petrescu. This is Hadji. Was that handball? Not given by Joe Worrell. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0, as we come up to 10 minutes played here in Bucharest. Moravcik's with the throw. Goes inside Petrescu. Abomir Moravcik, great ball. And that looked like handball. Play on. And it's scoreless in Bucharest in World Cup Group 4.
He's not using a cushion because the bananas are too heavy. He just knows his shoulder is too hard. Chiquita bananas, quite possibly nature's perfect food.
Braking at 4,400 bends. Accelerating along 4,400 straights. 18,000 gear changes. It's not surprising the Peugeot 905 has to make a pit stop every hour to change drivers. The Peugeot 905. The lion goes from strength to strength.
The Contact Sports Program. An exciting and explosive show full of surprises. Kickboxing, Thai boxing and full contact. The masters of these sports show how it's done. Here and only here on Eurosports.
Kickboxing, Tuesday 10 p.m. in main event, here on Eurosports.
Hadji. He really has made such an influence to his comrades. This is Lakatouche, and that is Dimitrescu. Hadji again. Oh, lovely touch. That's world class from Hadji. Dimitrescu, great run, and the drive coming in. It was a fine shot from Lupescu, and the danger's still not gone. Lakatouche wins the throw, but it was Lupescu's shot, the closest we've come to a goal so far. Still Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0, and Romania have the corner. Marius Lakatouche had a superb World Cup. He's going to take this. Insisting he's not back 10 yards, but I think that's being very adventurous. Sabal, Lakatouche, curls the cross in, and a lot of pressure being put under the Czech players at the moment. Lakatouche to Sabal, bit of space here for Sabal, and he goes inside the defence. And a shot over the bar from Hadji, and he'll be disappointed. 27-year-old Georges Hadji with another opportunity. But there's still a huge buzz around the ground following the drive from Lupescu that was really well saved by Kuba. 12 minutes gone. And Romania have certainly had very much the best of the play. Sabau, who started along with Hadji very lively. Moravcik. And again, good running from Latau, but Moravcik losing out there. And that was the touch by Montenegro. Romania pressing forward again. The crowd enjoying the start they've made so far. Petrescu, still Petrescu. Great running from Petrescu, Hadji Tummies. And in the end, it was Hangano. Romania are piling on the pressure here. 13 minutes gone, still 0-0. But Czechoslovakia are holding their defence at bay by a very, very narrow margin. It's been all Czechoslovakia in defence and Romania sweeping attacking. Mihaly. And he might try one, but he completely mishit the shot. He might get a second opportunity. And the foul by Lupescu, right in front of Joe Worrell. And a bit of breathing space now for Milan Makala's side. And they do have one or two problems. Notice that Skuravi took a knock, and Nemec is also in a bit of trouble. And it does look as though we might even have an early substitution. Nemec definitely struggling. The Sparta Prague player, 16 appearances. And the substitution is indeed being made. Off goes Nemec, and on comes Martin Freidek, also from Sparta Prague. So the 23-year-old makes his 8th appearance. He's a midfield player who scored 4 goals in 27 league appearances last season for Sparta Prague. And with 15 minutes gone, Milan Makala has been forced to make a substitution. It's Freidek on for Nemec, and things aren't going too well for Czechoslovakia. Latau's cross, and a deflection! The shot from Moravcik, and in the end, Sabau had to clear it. And the first real chance for Czechoslovakia after 15 minutes, just after they had to reorganise themselves after losing Nemec through injury. And that will certainly be a relief to the Czech bench. You can see it was a good save from Stolayer. He was caught wrong-footed. Moravcik rather unlucky not to have put Czechoslovakia in front here. Certainly many thought one of the significant results in this group was when Belgium went to Czechoslovakia in September and won 2-1, even though Cadillac scored for Czechoslovakia. Belgium sitting proudly on the top of this group, and if they were to get a result against Wales in midweek, would be very strong favourites indeed to secure a place in the finals. This is Skuravi, and he's in trouble for me. Latau caught out here. This is Sabau for Romania. Hadji. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. We've been playing 17 minutes. And a first touch for Martin Freidek, the substitute for Czechoslovakia. There's Moravcik. Freidek again, and Moravcik fouled by Petrescu, and it was a lazy challenge that from the 24-year-old from Foggia. It's been a faster game than perhaps we dared imagine here in Bucharest. And you can see this again, laziness from Petrescu on Moravcek. That Latal, Romania having to defend, and that was Dumitrescu's pass. Throw in on the far side, Montagnier using his captain Hagi. Got a completely free role for Romania and thoroughly enjoying it. This is Petrescu. Lakatush getting caught and not enjoying it. Playing on the right-hand side. His performances have been excellent for Romania since the World Cup, in which he was one of the star players in the Romanian side. Went to Fiorentina, now playing in Spain in Oviedo. Scored 9 times for Romania. So Lakatush and Hagi, and it's Hagi with the adventurous strike. But he's no ordinary player, that's for sure. Montano. Lakatush lost his footing. Moravcek also. And one or two scrappy bits of play being creeping into the game. Skuravi. He was hoping to find Hapal. And in the end, the ball goes out for a Czech throw-in. 8 is Radoslav Latal, and he takes the throw-in. Hagi. Oh, it's a tremendous play. For Romania, no goals here. 19 minutes played, and once again it's Lakatush who hits the ball from Hagi's free kick. Those two very much involved at all the set pieces. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. We've been playing 20 minutes in Bucharest, and it's been all Romania with the exception of one chance for Moravcek, which forced a great save from Stelea. Another corner, and the 30,000 Bucharest crowd see Romania earn their 3rd corner of the match. Petr Kubila, Sparta Prague keeper, marshalling his troops. This is Sabau, involved in quite a lot. Hagi. Oh, he went in the box and looked for the penalty, I think. Certainly not going to get anything from Joe Worrell for that sort of challenge. In fact, it's a Czech free kick. Hagi almost looked for that. Joe Worrell, though, vastly experienced, and he would have sensed what Hagi was up to. Frydek, the substitute, came on for Nemec after 14 minutes. Loses out here, and Romania coming forward again, and it's Hagi, and he was looking for Lakatush. Frydek, nice ball inside to set the play in motion. A Czechoslovakian throw-in, and they're going to need to keep their nerve here. Moravcek. Seagal. Danger averted for the home side. Petrescu started encouragingly, apart from that lazy challenge where he was perhaps quite lucky not to have got a yellow card. 4 is Sukoparak for Czechoslovakia. Skuravi with the turn. Moravcek. And he'll look to go forward, and he certainly does a good job and wins the free kick. He found Hapal, but Joe Worrell deciding that no advantage had been reached. And a bit of breathing space now for Czechoslovakia in a rare attacking move. Romania have had the majority of the first half of this first half. Frydek. And again, it's a throw-in. It's a noisy crowd in Bucharest. The country may have had troubled times, but they enjoy their football. Frydek for Czechoslovakia. Lovely turn from Moravcek. Frydek setting one up. And the shot going wide from the captain, Vaclav Nemecek, playing in Toulouse. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. 23 minutes played in Bucharest. Hadji. Oh, and he looked for the foul and got the obstruction. Frydek really couldn't do anything about that. Hadji had made up his mind there. Here he is again. And Frydek caught him late this time, but Hadji continues with the run. And looked for the free kick, and this time Joe Worrell not amused. Lupescu. Montagno's cross, and that was good goalkeeping from Kuba. Hadji being very clever. He's trying to outwit the English referee. And a yellow card. Joe Worrell obviously not indulged by this incident here. It's a late challenge and a yellow card to Hangano. The Dynamo Bucharest striker booked after 24 minutes. That's Frydek's touch. Skuravi's header. And Czechoslovakia coming forward again. Skuravi hoping to get there. It's a corner. Came off Mihaly. 25 minutes gone. And Czechoslovakia win their first corner of the night. Bogdan Stalea will be anxious that any danger is quickly averted, and he claims that one and doesn't make the most decisive punch. And in the end, Dumitrescu has to do the tidying up. And what a great run this is by Dumitrescu. And a fine challenge coming in. Stalea wasn't decisive with his punch. Still no goals, but Romania have to be careful. Dumitrescu. The shot coming in! Fine save and a chance for Petrescu coming in. Sabao's drive was a great one. Petrescu just couldn't get there. Here we see Dumitrescu and Sabao. Petrescu. Frydek. And he was always going to be first to the challenge there. Good spell this for Romania, and Sabao again. A bit of space for Sabao. He was challenged in the end, and some really good defensive play from Czechoslovakia, who are being penned back. Hadji. And again, it's a throw-in to the Romanians. We've been playing 26 minutes. And this is developing into a fascinating battle. Hadji getting rid of the ball. Belodetti, first player to win a European Cup winners' medal with two different sides. Steaua Bucharest and Red Star Belgrade in 86 and 91. Back flick was from Mihaly. Muncanio. And certainly Sabah went in very strongly there. And the Russia forward, who scored 7 times in his international career, made his presence felt there. Certainly Skuravi is in trouble, and I'm surprised he's either not moved further into a midfield role or been brought off. But once you've gambled with your first substitution, Frydek for Nemec, I'm sure that Milan Makala's options are restricted. Hadji might try a shot here. Instead, flips the ball into the penalty area. Dumitrescu. Lupescu's with him. And a free kick in a very dangerous position. Hadji coming straight over. He'll have his eye on goal. There's the free kick ratio, 7 for 6. So you can see we've had 13 free kicks in 29 minutes. Moment this, Hadji, well, he hit the wall this time. There was no swerve and weave round it. Sabah. Run from Nemecek. This is Mihaly. That was Frydek's touch. Look, here's Hadji. And here's Sabah. Still Sabah, off Frydek. And still danger for Czechoslovakia as we come up to the 30-minute mark. Mihaly. 30 minutes gone, no goals here in Bucharest, but it's been a very attractive and entertaining half hour, which has only lacked goals. Romania been well on top, but just 1 or 2 dangerous moments to worry them if they don't make the decisive breakthrough. Lakatush to Hadji, and he curls the cross in. Those two combining on virtually all the set pieces. Obstruction against Moravcik there. Joe Worrell quick to penalise the Saint-Etienne player. Sabah, good turn from Sabah. That was good play. Hadji was with him. But Sabah fancied the chance, and when he tucked inside, it was only a matter of yards wide. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0, in what's turning out to be a very interesting battle here in Bucharest. Nemecek, Frydek, the substitute on this left-hand touchline, and that's robbed by Petrescu, and he's got plenty of space. Sukoparek was trying to mark him. Muncanio for Romania. And it was Dumitrescu who made the run. And again, Lupescu has made significant strides forward, and Romania being somewhat stifled in their approach at the moment. Good running, and that was fine defending as Lakatush coming in was hoping to get on the end of that fine Romanian move. He takes the free kick quickly. Sabo, Lakatush, and it'll be another corner. The 5th corner for Romania in what's been a frantic first 33 minutes. No goals, just about everything else. Sabo, bigger corner this time, more depth. It's still only just about reached the centre part of the game, and Gorodeci from Valencia, 4 goals. Only back in the team earlier in the year, having been an exile, and he went in for this header. See, the corner was driven in with real power. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0 in Group 4, with Belgium and Wales to meet in Brussels on Wednesday. The group also involving Cyprus and the Faroe Islands. It will be 2 from 4, and this match surely will have a significance on the end outcome of the group. Skarabi, and he got caught again, and that must have hurt. And he's feeling his left knee this time. He's having a few problems in this match, there's no doubt, Skarabi. And he took a knock early on. We haven't seen as much of him as we'd normally expect to, and that must have hurt as well. He's still down, Skarabi. And it's the left knee, there's no doubt he's in trouble. Joe Worrell being brought to attention, but play on. And Lupescu has the ball as we see what is known as the Mexican wave. It all started in the Mexico World Cup. And offside against Sabao. And Skarabi's problems have certainly not improved. And that could well be the last action that we see of him. He was hobbling before that challenge, and he's certainly hurt his left knee. I'm sure they'll give him every possible opportunity because he's such an influential player, especially now they've got through that critical first 30 minutes. And it would be a big blow to Czechoslovakia if they were to lose Skarabi as well as Nemec, because then Milan Makala's options would be dramatically reduced. Still no goals, but here's Hadji, and he will try and change things here. Still Hadji! Great challenge, and a great shot coming in from Lakatush. Romania going very close to scoring here. 35 minutes gone. Moravcik, Skarabi's in trouble. Czechoslovakia really playing with 10 men, and Skarabi, 35 gone, 10 to the break. You get the feeling this is a very significant phase of the match. Here's the run from Hadji. He turned inside Glonek. Great challenge coming in from Nemecek. That was a captain's role, and Lakatush having the extra challenge as Czechoslovakia weather the storm, and they're down to virtual 10 men with Skarabi almost certain to have to come off. He's given it every chance, but he's limping away, out of picture at the moment. And there he is, you can just see him on the halfway line, in real trouble. So Romania coming forward, and this is Lupescu. Great run from him, but the ball doesn't quite match the run. And Dumitrescu might get there, but is adjudged to have fouled in the process. So Joe Worrell gives the free kick to Czechoslovakia, and Skarabi is going to come off. Let's have another look at that incident. I think that Dumitrescu was unlucky. So it's Pavel Kuka, who scored twice against the Faroe Islands, who's coming on. From Slavia Prague. He's the current top scorer with 10 goals this season. It's his 17th cap and he scored 6 goals. So Milan Makala has had to use both his substitutes inside the first period. This is Sabau. Romania really looking for a goal before the break, and there'll be no complaints from the neutrals if they were in front at this stage. For Czechoslovakia now, without Skuravi and Nemecek, without Skuravi and Nemec, they're going to have an uphill battle to hold on for what would be a precious point for them. 7 minutes to half-time then in Bucharest. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. Petrescu. Sabau. And certainly the Czechs did well to close down Lakatush. He walls past Friedek and still Lakatush. It's throw into Czechoslovakia, much to the amazement of those in the main stand here. Six minutes to half-time then. Czechoslovakia, I'm sure, will be anxious to hold on at least to the break. Hapal, not a good clearance. Dumitrescu. It's still Romania bombarding Kuba's goal. This is Sukoparak. The Czechs hoping to get something from the game. Moravcik, still Moravcik, good run from him. And Seagal screaming for it in the centre. And in the end it goes off for a corner. Their second of the match. Radoslav Latau being given the opportunity there from Moravcik. Seagal was in the centre and he had plenty of room. So Moravcik, 5 goals for Saint-Etienne in the French league this season. Czechoslovakia hoping to end the first half on an encouraging note. 40 minutes gone then in Bucharest. Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. Lupescu. It's been a solid first half performance from Romania. Petrescu. This is Mihaili. Petrescu again. Playing now, of course, for Foggia in Italy in the Serie A. Sabau's run came off Nemecek. Quickly taken by Sabau. He might get the return. Romania anxious to finish on a high. And the free kick goes to Czechoslovakia. Friedek adjudged to have been fouled. I think most of the Romanian supporters were hoping it would have gone the other way, but I think that was being just that little bit optimistic. Free kick then on the edge of the penalty area. It's a cold night in Bucharest. And we've had no goals to warm the supporters on the terraces up. Seagal. The flag went up. It's a free kick. Offside against Moravcik. This is Petrescu. Romania anxious to get the points at home. Renowned as the greatest travellers. And a yellow card from Joe Worrell. And it's against Novotny for that challenge on Hangano, who's already received a yellow card himself. Romania have only, in fact, travelled twice this year and lost on both occasions to Greece in a friendly in February and to Belgium. And they've won all their home games against Latvia, the Faroe Islands, Wales and Mexico. So it's the home performances that have kept this Romanian team alive, and I think that they're going to bank on getting some results away if they're going to qualify in Group 4. It's going to be a fascinating 12 months to follow in this group. And certainly Belgium-Wales, a very big game for Terry Yorath's side on Wednesday. Hadji. He might curl one, but it was a cross instead. And it's gone out for the corner off Pavel Hapal. So as we come up to half-time with 2 minutes left for play, Romania continue to bombard the Czech defence, and they have their 7th corner. This time it's taken short and deceived everybody. Frydek. The Czechs looking for a counter just before half-time. It really would be a sucker punch against Romania, who played well. Hadji himself takes the throw. He's been everywhere in this first 45. This is Petrescu, ex-Stour, didn't play in Italia 90. Just over a minute to the break then, exactly 1 minute to half-time. And a great run, and it's gone over the bar, and it's another chance to Romania. Joe Worrell checking with his linesman. He'll find there's some 35-40 seconds to the break. But was that the last action in the half? Certainly it flashed across Kuba's goal. Czechoslovakia have already used both their substitutes. I'm sure that Milan Mikala at half-time will be anxious to tell his players to keep up the good work as we come up to the 45-minute mark. We're now into stoppage time that Joe Worrell will want to add on here, and bear in mind there will be just that little bit with the injury, particularly to Thomas Skurabi. We might just have a minute or so left for play. Moravcik, brought down by Montano, and that looked another nasty injury. And Pavel Kuka, who received the pass, current leading scorer, as Labani Moravcik comes up to check everything's all right. Here we see a replay, Kuka going down. And the substitute now in a bit of trouble. Free kick to Czechoslovakia then. We've played a minute of stoppage time in this first 45 minutes. It's goalless so far. And a punch again from Stelea. And again it wasn't decisive. Lakatush. And away come Romania. Just before the break, Hadji spraying the play, and he was looking for the return and a chance for Lakatush. Was he brought down? No, says Joe Worrell. Lakatush went inside the penalty area, and it was in fact Lakatush who did the fouling, as we'll see again. Did well to get past Novotny. And when he got into the penalty area, there was the push. And although he was subsequently fouled, Joe Worrell very alert indeed. So coming up to half-time then, as Joe Worrell plays 2 minutes of stoppage time. He blows the whistle in Bucharest. Half-time then in Group 4 in the World Cup. It's Romania 0, Czechoslovakia 0. We'll be back with the first half highlights after the break. We'll be looking to add a win against Czechoslovakia in this Group 4 World Cup tie. Number 11 is Dumitrescu. Scored just once against Mexico in the last home game, a friendly in which they won by 2-0. Moravcik goes down, and that will not go down well on the Czechoslovakian bench because they've used their substitutes, and Joe Worrell stopping his watch. Moravcik in a bit of trouble here. It's his right knee, and Joe Worrell confirming to the Romanian captain George Hagi that he'll be adding time on for this. Here we see the incident again, Hagi with the free kick, and it looked like it was Moravcik's challenge that led to his own injury on Hagi, and he just caught his knee and falling down. He is up, and Moravcik, who scored 5 times in his 35-game run for Czechoslovakia. That was Dumitrescu. Number 4 is Mihaly. Great running again. Moravcik made a miraculous recovery. It was a good challenge, that. Romania give away the corner only for the 3rd time. Really good play from Mihaly. And Moravcik seems to have recovered from that knock from the clash with Hagi. He'll take the corner himself. It's a short one, and Frydek was hoping to get involved. Lakatush wins the throw, and he'll quickly take it. Hagi. Lakatush scampering away, and here is Lakatush. It's a good run from Lakatush, and he's darted away. Dumitrescu's in the centre. Here he is! And Dumitrescu gets the goal after Montagneau had got there first. Romania take the lead after 48 minutes. Ilie Dumitrescu, who was calling for it. A great run from Lakatush. He went down to the byline, and now thought he was going to go to Dumitrescu. It went to Montagneau, and then to Dumitrescu. It's his 2nd goal for Romania, and fireworks in Bucharest. He scored in the last home game when Romania beat Mexico in a friendly. But he gets his first World Cup goal after 48 minutes of this vital Group 4 tie against Czechoslovakia. It was a great run from Lakatush. He made it himself completely, and I was convinced that Dumitrescu was going to get the first touch, but in the end it came back to him, and he scored. Romania in front then, and now what will Czechoslovakia have to offer? Well, it's been an excellent start to the second half. Baladechi hoping to add a second. And we've been playing 49 minutes, and Romania have the lead. This is Montagneau. It was his first touch that led to the stab home from Dumitrescu. Sabal. Frydek's with him, and still Frydek with him, but Sabal did well. Lakatush and Sabal combining, and this is Sabal still. A really lively spell this from Romania. 5 minutes gone in the second half. They lead by 1-0. The goal coming from Dumitrescu. 3 minutes into the second half. Sabal. Hagi. Sabal. And they'll slow it down to suit their needs now, Romania. They know what it takes to win these games and to qualify for the World Cup as well. Here is the hero, Dumitrescu, the goal scorer. Plays the ball in, gets a return, he's got a chance here, Dumitrescu! Well, Romania's still going forward, and Joe Worrell looks the calmest man on the pitch. Some real excitement at the moment, and Czechoslovakia holding on, but just. Header away from Mihaly. Anxious times these for Czechoslovakia. A sliding challenge coming in from Hangano. Free kick to Czechoslovakia. Lupescu reluctantly giving the ball back. Latau. Czechoslovakia will have to show great courage to get anything out of this match. They've lost Skurabi and Nemec. Certainly Skurabi would have expected to have lost the course. As Hadji battles away and quickly takes the throw in against Suko Parak. Lakatush. Header by Lupescu. And Romania have a free kick. And Lupescu goes down. And he really has had a lively second 45 minutes so far as Romania come again. And Lakatush, corner. Or did it go out straight away? It did. Joe Worrell gives the goal kick. The ball went straight out. Eight minutes gone in the second half in Bucharest. Romania leading Czechoslovakia by 1-0. The goal coming 3 minutes into the second half from Ili Dumitrescu, his second goal for Romania in consecutive home games, but his first in a World Cup match. Hadji lost out there, and Pavel Hapal, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen, winning his 17th cap tonight. Frydek. Moravcek being challenged by Lupescu. It's a great atmosphere in the stadium. It's really being felt around the ground. And Czechoslovakia will have to produce something extra special to get back into a match that Romania have now taken firm control of. There's still 36 minutes to go, and I'm sure that the Czechs will have one or two chances, but Romania will be searching for a second to kill off any hopes of a recovery. Frydek with the clearance, but not a good one. And this time it's Kuba who has to punch. As the Mexican wave goes round the Zembia Stadium in Bucharest. Joe Worrell, our English referee, there's Kuba's punch. He was certainly not as decisive as he'd have liked to have been. Romania scampering forward then, 10 minutes into the second half. This is Lakatush. And the drive from Sabal. He really has been outstanding, and that was a fine save from Kuba. Sabao now playing for Brescia, teeing this up just outside the tee, and that looked goal bound. Great save from Kuba. Here we see it again. He gave himself just that little bit of room, and Jan Sukuparak was well beaten. Another corner. Oh, and again, Kuba didn't find the best of punches. Still, Romania put the pressure on. This is Hapau in defence, and this is Moravcik, and also Kuka, the substitute. Here's Freidek, here's Moravcik. Freidek. Romania continuing to press forward here. Hanganau. And again, Hanganau. Nice touch from Montanau. Hanganau. He's still going. And his final touch let him down there. Sukuparak. Czechoslovakia having to defend in numbers. This is Lupescu. Belodeci. Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 0. Group 4. Montagnau. The goal scorer, Dumitrescu. Oh, it was just the wrong side. And here's Glonek. Kuka. Seagal was claiming the throw, but it's gone his way as well. Hadji always the first for a protest. It's a free kick. Moravcik now playing in France for Saint-Etienne. Takes the free kick as Czechoslovakia on one of their rare assaults into the Romanian half. Lupescu, Lakatush. And it's been a really good performance so far from Romania. This is Lupescu. And a great run from Lakatush. Wins the corner. Corner number 8 to Romania, as against 3 from Czechoslovakia. And Marius Lakatush winning his 57th cap tonight. He's found the net 9 times in those matches. Well, that was an interesting corner. Caught everybody, including his teammates, out. So relaxed. That's his style. And Romania have the lead. 58 minutes gone in Bucharest. There's Lakatush's corner. He caught everybody out. Here he is again, and this time it's a free kick to Romania. Dumitrescu involved. Here's Hadji, and there's Hapau, the Leverkusen player. Hadji ignoring that, but he's certain that Joe Worrell will penalise him. Just got to be a bit careful. He likes to take the law into his own hands, Hadji. Romania trying to build again, and Dumitrescu making a great run. This is Lakatush, and it's still Lakatush. And the challenge by Glonek. Romania have the throw. This is Sabao. Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 0. We've been playing an hour here in Bucharest. And this important game in Group 4 taking shape and going the way of the home side. Czechoslovakia could still pose a threat as long as the score is 1-0. So the Romanians will be anxious, led by their captain, George Hagi, to get a second. Hagi quickly takes the free kick, but only finds the Czech substitute, Martin Freidek. They've had 80% of the match, Romania. Mihaly. The touch by Sabal, and this is Kuka. Good running from Kuka, but Romania pick up possession. You've just got to be careful not to get caught on the counter, and I'm sure that Cornel Dinu, with his vast experience when he played for Romania, will have preached that to his players at half-time. Mihaly. This is Montagneau. Romania leading Czechoslovakia by 1-0 in Bucharest in Group 4. Dumitrescu. And Lupescu, Lacatouche on the edge of the penalty area. It's been constant pressure. Sabo goes over to take the throw-in for Romania. Goal kick. "63 minutes played, and the Bucharest crowd enjoying this tight match that Romania seem to have almost in control. It was always going to be a contest which was going to have, I thought, few goals. Will one be enough? Here's the scorer of it so far, Dumitrescu. Lovely touch. This is Montagneau. Still Montagneau. The cross, not a good one, and Moravcik for Czechoslovakia. Romania, who lost to Ireland in the 1990 World Cup on penalties, and actually one of the substitutes today, Daniel Timofte, missed the crucial penalty. Now playing for Dynamo Bucharest. But they did play well in Italia 90, and I'm sure that if they did reach the finals in the USA, they'd certainly give a good account of themselves there as well. No free kick, says Joe Worrell. Pavel Hapal will have to play on. Here come Czechoslovakia again, and this is Latal. Nemecek. Latal fouled this time, surely. And he does win the free kick. "64 minutes played. So 26 remaining, and Moravcik knows that chances for his country are going to be few and far between. And he's got to make sure that they take advantage of any clear-cut opportunity they get. Moravcik then floated in, and the header coming in just wide. And that's going to be the sort of opportunity that they'll hope to take as we see the free kick again. Moravcik floating it in, and that was a fine header. With Stalea just watching. Well, a big chance there for Kuka, the substitute. He's the leading scorer this season in the Czech League with 10 goals. And he'll have hoped here to have done better. His chance after 64 minutes. We've now played 65. This is Sabal, who's had a good game for Romania. Lacatouche, and still Lacatouche. Great running from Lacatouche, And a header coming in, just over from Hanganau. The 22-year-old who's yet to score in 5 internationals had a clear opportunity here, and a fine header really, just over. But it was Lakatouche whose cross was perfect, and maybe Hanganau should have done better. It looks like that's his last opportunity as a substitute for Romania, and coming on for his debut, Ion Vladui, the 24-year-old who plays for Steaua Bucharest and in fact scored the goal against Arias that took Steaua through in Europe. So he knows all about scoring goals, and he's come on for Hanganau. Ion Vladilou wins his first cap for Romania. Czechoslovakia coming forward again. And Moravcik, who scored 5 times for his country and for his club this season. His 5 goals, obviously, for Romania are in his 35 appearances. It is Beladadiaci. Romania leading by 1-0 as we are halfway through the second half here. Free kick to Czechoslovakia. Quickly taken by Glonek. Play on, says Joe Worrell. Czechoslovakia have had 1 or 2 chances in the second half, but you get the feeling that a second goal would kill them off completely. And that's what Romania must aim for in this last quarter of the match. Here is Moravcik. Seems to have recovered from an injury he received at the start of this second half. And here he is again, Moravcik floating the ball in. And a great chance here for Seagal. And the Sparta Prague striker, who scored 13 times for his club last season, would have hoped for better here. He got a clear sight on goal, just couldn't finish it. Romania have had their injury problems, and certainly they're missing PSV Eindhoven midfield man George Popescu. He got injured just before the game against Belgium, and certainly body blow not just to Romania but also to PSV Eindhoven, who currently lead the Premier League in Holland. This is Petrescu, now playing in Italy with Foggia. Montano. Hadji, he's been excellent as usual. Here's the goal scorer, Dumitrescu. Still Dumitrescu. Well, it was very interesting. I've seen penalties for worse. Sukoparak appeared to challenge, and challenge late. Dumitrescu inside the penalty area. In fairness, he was right in front of Joe Worrell, and his view was that Dumitrescu dived. It could well be a very good decision, seeing that replay. Sabao, still Sabao. Throw in to Romania. Joe Worrell, in fairness, was only a matter of 2 or 3 yards away. Romania leading Czechoslovakia by 1-0. And we've got 20 minutes left in Bucharest. A real let-off for the Czechs, but it was a really good decision, having a closer look at that replay by Joe Worrell. This is Freidek. Dumitrescu. It's a lovely ball from Hadji to Montagno. Montagno putting in the cross, but not a good one. And that's a late challenge on Pavel Kuka. Yellow card to Dan Petrescu for the challenge.
Braking at 4,400 bends. Accelerating along 4,400 straights. 18,000 gear changes. It's not surprising the Peugeot 905 has to make a pit stop every hour to change drivers. The Peugeot 905. The Lion goes from strength to strength.
The Contact Sports Program. An exciting and explosive show full of surprises. Kickboxing, Thai boxing and full contact. The masters of these sports show how it's done. Here and only here on Eurosports.
Kickboxing, Tuesday 10 p.m. in main event, here on Eurosports.
Petrescu's challenge on the Kuka, earning him the yellow card. The second Romanian to be booked, along with Hangano, who's left the field, and Jim Novotny, the Sparta Prague defenders, also in the book for Czechoslovakia. Moravcik. This is Montagno for Romania. Good running from Lupescu. And he was hoping for the free kick. Joe Worrell waving play on. Moravcik. Czechoslovakia trying to steal something on the break. This is Montagno. And again, bit of space on this left-hand side. He's had a really good second 45 minutes, Montagno. Been involved, and that's a foul by Vladiu in his first appearance for his country. It's Novotny to take the free kick. And a free kick against Moravcik this time. And quickly taken. Belodeci. Petrescu. And again Petrescu. Lupescu, Hadji, still Hadji. He really is keen when he gets a sight for goal. Montagno. Good spell again from Romania, Hadji. And he wins the free kick this time. No advantage, says Joe Worrell. Although perhaps there might have been, but I'm sure that Romania will settle for the free kick. Montagno comes up, but I'm sure Hadji number 10 will take this. And he does, and he tees himself up for the shot! But that was always going over. And wide and left of the post. Hadji, 73 caps, winning his 74th today, 19 goals. and scored 2 in that fine Romanian performance against Wales earlier in the season when they won 5-1. They lead here with 16 minutes to go against Czechoslovakia by 1-0. Hadji, Dimitrescu, he'll get it again. Good play in the Czech defence. The danger alerted. They've got a free kick as well. Moravcik needn't worry, the flag went up. He wouldn't have counted, but the alarm bell's certainly ringing as we come up to the 75-minute mark with the score Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 0, and 15 minutes to go. Hapal, he's come up from the back. Lupescu. Romania still looking very dangerous. Dimitrescu. Lakatu, she's been outstanding. Hadji's header. He's everywhere, Hadji. You just can't keep him out of the play. Hadji and Lakatush between them are running the show for Romania, and Sabao has also played particularly well. They lead by 1-0 with 14 minutes to go, and they'll certainly be hoping to try and get a second. Although if they can maintain possession as they have done for the majority of this second period, their lead should be pretty secure. Montano slowing down the pace to suit their needs. Montano on this side calling for it and getting it. Here's the goal scorer Dumitrescu. It's a Romanian throw-in on this near side. Just over 13 minutes to go. Noisy atmosphere in the stadium. Montano with the throw-in. And he'll Dumitrescu, free kick. And a dangerous position here. As Joe Worrell helps up. Ini Dumitrescu. And he could well be going to his notebook to Radoslav Latal, I think. Well, you have a look at it again. It was a lovely ball in and a great turn. And he was always tugging him, and yes, Latal getting booked. And it could well be another substitution. And Daniel Timofti is coming on, and Ionut Lupescu departs. So it's Daniel Timofti who missed that penalty against Ireland. He's now on the pitch. It's a dangerous position. It's Hadji quickly takes the free kick. The wall was never 10 yards, but Joe Worrell accepted that, and Hadji's response was rather typical. Pelted the ball, and that must have hurt. I think it's only winded against Latal, who has just had the yellow card. He must have felt that. Hadji, who thumped this, wins Latal. 11 minutes to go. Let's have another look at this. You can see Hadji, everything into that. Ooh, hurts. Referee Joe Worrell, 47-year-old English referee, starts with a dropout, and Muracic claiming it definitely should be his side, which is even more amusing. Czechoslovakia have 10 minutes left to salvage something out of a match in which Romania have had 90% of, and are well worth their lead at the moment. Here's Kuka. Oh, needs a penalty, surely! Well, it was Mihali's challenge on substitute Pavel Kuka, and Joe Worrell in no doubt. Czechoslovakia here thrown a lifeline with 10 minutes to go. Well, Kuka was away, and it was a late challenge from Mihali. And so, 10 minutes from time, Czechoslovakia have an opportunity to level things up here at 1-1. It looks like it'll be a captain's responsibility. 25-year-old Vaclav Nemecek is going to take the penalty. And what responsibility? I was pretty sure they weren't going to give it to Daniel Timofti. That would have been the other way for Romania. It scores! So Czechoslovakia have equalised here. And Nemecek, who now plays in Toulouse, equalises. And Czechoslovakia have got something to build on now. It's 1-1. And I'm sure when it comes to taking penalties, Nemecek, cool as you like, equalises for Czechoslovakia. I'm sure that the Romanian Timofte must have thought when that penalty was taken back to the one he missed for Romania against Ireland. 9 minutes to go, and Czechoslovakia equalise through Nemecek's penalty. One would have to say against the run of play, and the crowd in Bucharest are stunned. Here's Hagi. He'll be determined to get something out of this. Still Hagi. Oh, great run from Hagi. And he's had such a good game. He must surely feel that he wants to end up on the winning side. Such determination. And he kept going. And in the end, drilled his shot just over the bar. Czechoslovakia must feel mighty relieved if they do get a draw here, but we've still got 7 minutes to play, and Romania, I'm sure, are going to bombard Petra Kuba in the Czechoslovakian goal with everything. How does Mihali feel for the foul that led to the penalty? Because Romania know they should have sewn up the match before the incident. Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 1, with 7 minutes to go in Group 4 in Bucharest. A result that surely will suit Belgium and Wales. Chance here, great save! Cooper denies Romania the lead. Sabau and Lakatouche came within a whisker of putting Romania back in front. 6 minutes to go, and here he was, Lakatouche. Oh, you couldn't really blame him. It was a fine strike. What a good save this was. Down to his left from Kuba. He saves Czechoslovakia after 84 minutes. Montagno. Petrescu. A great finish to what's been a super match in Bucharest. And the flag up. And Joe Worrell waiting to see if there was an advantage. And in fact, he overruled the linesman. Linesman flagged down and the corner given. Well, the 8th corner to Romania. That's a 9th as well. Romania stepping up the pressure with 5 minutes to go. Well, that was a strange one for Joe Worrell because the referee looked away from a linesman to signal he'd acknowledged his flag. The Czech defenders are furious, but certainly things worked out okay in the end. So coming up to 85 minutes on the clock. And it's 1-1 in Bucharest. Romania searching to preserve their 100% home record in 1992, which started with a win on the 8th of April against Latvia in a friendly. Badea and Petrescu the scorers. Then the 2 World Cup wins in the space of 2 weeks against the Faroe Islands and Wales, in which they scored 12 goals. The Wales performance arguably the best so far by any team in the World Cup qualifications. They then had a break until September when they beat Mexico. Varga and Dumitrescu with his first goal for his country, and then they lost in Brussels last month to Belgium. Czechoslovakia looking to try and salvage something here with 4 minutes to go. Their year began with a defeat in Egypt. They then held England at home with Skuravi and Kovacic with the goals in Prague in a friendly. That was a great game. They also drew with Germany before losing to Poland and then drawing at home to Austria. They've just had the 2 World Cup games. They lost at home to Belgium and then decisively beat the Faroe Islands. So they do need something from this game. And at the moment, it's 1-1 and we have 3.5 minutes to go. It's been a competitive match that Romania must surely felt they've done enough to win. But Mihali's foul on substitute Kuka could yet prove decisive. 3 minutes to go in Bucharest. Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 1. Montagno. And again, creeping forward. And the shot coming in! Just going over from Sabo. Sabo over the top. And Romania intend to press forward to the last here. Free kick to Czechoslovakia. And Moravcik coming over. Looks to now fully recovered from that injury that he sustained at the start of the second 45. And the shot coming in, but safely gathered by Stelea. 90 seconds remain. Romania 1, Czechoslovakia 1 in this hostile atmosphere in Bucharest. 30,000 Romanians who've been right behind their side and given them their full support now have anxious moments. Just over a minute to go. Czechoslovakia trying to steal what would be almost daylight robbery if they got the victory. Offside And in a match with few offsides, just 2 for each side, it's been tight and very entertaining for the neutral. Romania, the winners on points if it does end in a draw. 30 seconds on my watch remain, and Marius Lakatush caught offside. Well, the offside decision's coming late in this match. Both sides keen now to give nothing away. As the count to full time begins, Czechoslovakia could well have snatched an unlikely point in Bucharest. As we move into stoppage time here, it's 1-1 in Group 4, and for Wales and Belgium, who meet in Brussels in a game that we'll show you extensive highlights of on Wednesday night on Eurosport. This surely the ideal result. Joe Worrell checks with the 2 linesmen. There will be, I'm sure, a little bit of stoppage time. But both sides now seem set to secure a point apiece. And in the end, it will be the first draw for Romania in 1992. Here's Montagnier. Can they get a late winner? Hadji will certainly try. He'll weave his way into the penalty area if he can get there. A minute of stoppage time played. Kuka, who was brought down for the penalty. They're beginning to leave the terracing and head home to the suburbs of Bucharest. Daniel Timofte with the throw for Romania. And could we have just one last chance? Here's Hadji. And good play from Nemecek in defence. He scored the crucial penalty, took the captain's responsibility. Kuka. It'll be a point won for Czechoslovakia, a point lost, one feels, for Romania. Joe Worrell checking his watch again. He's added nearly 2 minutes now, and surely not too much more. Hadji, as the final whistle goes, blown by Joe Worrell, it's the Czech players who'll celebrate an unlikely late equaliser from the penalty spot by captain Václav Nemecek. Salvages a point in Group 4 for Czechoslovakia. They now have 3 points from 3 games. Romania have 5 points from 4 games and now lead Wales by a point in second place. Still 3 points behind Belgium. But Terry Yora's side can take great heart from this result and be encouraged to get a similar performance against Belgium in Brussels on Wednesday. In the end, a tight and tactical match that Romania perhaps felt they'd done enough to win. And their confirmation of the Group 4 table as it looks after this match. Belgium and Romania in first and second. Taragalior is Wales, and they're in third. It's Belgium against Wales. That's next on Wednesday.